GEICO, which stands for Government Employees Insurance Company, is a well-known insurance company in the United States. They offer various insurance products, including auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, and more. However, it's important to note that GEICO may not offer earthquake insurance in all states, or may have updated its offerings since then. Therefore, I recommend checking the latest information on GEICO's website or contacting their customer service for the most up-to-date details on their earthquake insurance offerings. That said, I can provide a general overview of earthquake insurance and what you might expect from a typical earthquake insurance policy. What is earthquake insurance? Earthquake insurance is a type of property insurance that provides coverage for damages to your home and personal belongings caused by earthquakes. Standard homeowners or renters insurance policies typically do not cover earthquake-related damages, so earthquake insurance is an additional policy that you can purchase separately. Coverage and plans. Earthquake insurance policies can vary in terms of coverage and cost. Here are some key points to consider. Deductible. Earthquake insurance policies typically have a high deductible, which is the amount you must pay out of pocket before the insurance coverage kicks in. Deductibles for earthquake insurance can be a percentage of the insured value of the home. Coverage limit. Your earthquake insurance policy will have a maximum limit on the amount it will pay out in the event of an earthquake. Make sure the coverage limit aligns with the potential cost of rebuilding your home and replacing your belongings. Structural damage. Earthquake insurance generally covers structural damage to your home, including the foundation, walls, roof, and other structural components. Personal property. Some policies may also cover personal property damaged or destroyed by the earthquake, such as furniture, electronics, and clothing. Additional living expenses. If your home becomes uninhabitable due to earthquake damage, your policy may cover additional living expenses, such as temporary housing and meals. Loss of use. This coverage helps cover the loss of rental income if you have tenants in a rental property that becomes uninhabitable due to earthquake damage. Building code upgrades. Some policies include coverage for the cost of bringing your home up to current building codes during the rebuilding process. Cost of earthquake insurance. The cost of earthquake insurance can vary widely depending on several factors, including the location of your home, the age and construction of your home, the materials used, the coverage limits, and the deductible you choose. Generally, homes in areas with a higher earthquake risk will have higher premiums. Geographic considerations. Earthquake insurance is typically more relevant and in demand in regions known for seismic activity, such as California, the Pacific Northwest, and other areas near fault lines. Policy limitations and exclusions. Like all insurance policies, earthquake insurance may have limitations and exclusions. For example, it may not cover damage caused by flooding, tsunamis, or landslides. It's crucial to carefully review the policy terms and conditions to understand what is and isn't covered. Choosing a policy. When considering earthquake insurance, it's advisable to compare quotes from different insurance providers, including GEICO, and carefully review the coverage, deductibles, and premiums to find the policy that best suits your needs and budget. Certainly, here are more details about earthquake insurance, including the coverage options and considerations you may encounter when purchasing this type of insurance. 1. Types of earthquake insurance. Coverage. A. Dwelling coverage. This is the primary component of earthquake insurance and covers the cost of repairing or rebuilding your home's structure in the event of earthquake damage. It typically includes coverage for the foundation, walls, roof, floors, and other structural components. B. Personal property coverage. This coverage extends to your personal belongings, such as furniture, appliances, electronics, clothing, and other items damaged or destroyed by an earthquake. Keep in mind that there may be sub-limits for specific categories of personal property. C. Additional living expenses, ALE, or loss of use. Coverage. If your home becomes uninhabitable due to earthquake damage, this coverage helps pay for temporary living expenses, such as hotel stays, meals, and transportation. It ensures that you can maintain your usual standard of living while your home is being repaired or rebuilt. D. Loss of rental income coverage. If you own a rental property, this coverage can reimburse you for lost rental income if your tenants are unable to live in the property due to earthquake damage. C. Additional living expenses, ALE, or loss of use coverage. If your home becomes uninhabitable due to earthquake damage, this coverage helps pay for temporary living expenses, such as hotel stays, meals, and transportation. It ensures that you can maintain your usual standard of living while your home is being repaired or rebuilt. D. Loss of rental income coverage. If you own a rental property, this coverage can reimburse you for lost rental income if your tenants are unable to live in the property due to earthquake damage. E. Building code upgrade coverage. Some policies include coverage for the costs associated with bringing your home up to current building codes during the rebuilding process. This can be essential to avoid extra expenses when rebuilding. 2. Earthquake insurance. Deductibles. Earthquake insurance policies typically have high deductibles, often expressed as a percentage of your home's insured value. For example, if your home is insured for $300,000 and you have a 10% deductible, you would need to pay the first $30,000 in damages before your insurance coverage kicks in. 3. Coverage limits. Earthquake. Insurance policies have coverage limits, which represent the maximum amount the policy will pay out in the event of an earthquake. It's crucial to ensure that the coverage limits are adequate to cover the potential cost of rebuilding your home and replacing your belongings. 4. Geographic considerations. Earthquake risk varies by location, so premiums for earthquake insurance will depend on the seismic activity in your area. Regions near fault lines or areas with a history of earthquakes generally have higher premiums. 5. Policy exclusions and waiting periods. Earthquake insurance policies often have exclusions for certain types of damage, such as damage caused by flooding, tsunamis, or landslides. It's important to understand these exclusions. Some policies also have waiting periods, which means that coverage may not take effect immediately after purchasing the policy. Waiting periods can range from a few days to several weeks. 6. Cost factors. Various factors can influence the cost of earthquake insurance, including the location and proximity to fault lines, the age and construction of your home, the materials used in your home's construction, the coverage limits you select, the deductible you choose, your home's retrofitting, strengthening against earthquakes, if applicable. 7. Retrofitting. Some insurance companies may offer discounts on earthquake insurance premiums if your home has been retrofitted to better withstand earthquakes. Retrofitting may involve reinforcing the foundation, securing walls, and other structural improvements. 8. Policy renewal and review. It's essential to regularly review your earthquake insurance policy to ensure it meets your needs and that your coverage limits are still appropriate, as your home's value may change over time. Please remember that specific details, coverage options, and terms can vary among insurance providers and may change over time.